What's up everyone here? Thank you for making this video part. I'm so excited to upload this video for you guys because I finally got to upload my review for the brand new DC movie, Shazam. Thanks to Fandango, I and a whole lot of other people were able to see the movie 2 weeks early before its official release date in April. So what does this mean for DC? It means that Warner Bros. Planting their flag down and saying, "We believe in our movie!" I'm gonna be honest, I was so excited for this movie back in 2014 when I heard the news that they were gonna make this movie and that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was gonna be playing Black Adam. Fast forward to 2017, 3 years after the movie was announced, as it turned out, it looks like that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had his own plans, and it looks like he wanted to start his own Black Adam movie before Shazam even started in production. And then in 2018, after 4 years of production limbo, the movie was finally being made, and then we got our first leaked look at the Shazam costume, and it looked awful. I mean, when I first saw Zachary Levi in the Shazam suit, I thought, oh my God, my worst nightmares are coming true. This suit looks horrible. And that means this movie is going to be horrible. But boy, was I wrong. After watching this movie, I can honestly say that DC is on a roll now. I know a lot of you are thinking about this right now, and so am I. This movie is really big meets Man of Steel morphs together in the most fantastic way. What really drove audiences to this movie was basically the concept of an average person or a kid baby being granted the powers of a superhero in an instant. And oh my God, it worked out perfectly. And what I really love about this movie is that Shazam is not your typical superhero. Most superheroes like Batman, Superman, Captain America, Captain Marvel, they're most often like this. Oh, I have these extraordinary gifts and powers, and sometimes I feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders, and you know, it's just too much for me right now. With Shazam, it's this. Cool, I'm a superhero! I'm gonna fight some bad guys! What's also great about this movie is the dynamic between Shazam and Freddy, his foster brother. And in some way, Freddy represents us heavy comic book nerds who have this vast knowledge of superheroes and supervillains and is able to help Shazam discover his powers throughout the movie. And in some movies, like let's just use zombie movies as an example, no one in those movies has a clue of what's going on because zombie movies, comic books, TV shows do not exist in that world, so no one knows what to do when the zombie apocalypse happens. With Freddy, it's the exact opposite, and the movie gives us a character who is like, whoa, you're a superhero? Alright, but here's what you need to do if you got superpowers. Now, while I enjoyed the movie, there were some small minor flaws that kind of hinder it, specifically some things that happened in the final fight. Now, I won't give away too much, but I will say that in the final fight, they do introduce some bad guys that are literally untouchable. And what I mean by that is that punches and kicks will not work on these guys. They will literally go straight through them and unaffect them. I guess the movie had to make the final fight more interesting, so somehow the bad guys were beaten with just random punches and kicks, even though we stated earlier that they cannot literally be touched by anybody. But other than that small minor flaw, the movie really fires on all cylinders in terms of action, humor, and some really good heart-to-heart moments between some of the characters. And that ending, oh my God, I have never screamed that loud in a theater for a superhero movie. I should also point out that there are 2 post-credit scenes at the end of the movie. Now before I go, I do have one last thing to say. While Fandango offered to show this movie in select theaters, Zachary Levi, Shazam himself, came down to a theater in LA where my godmother and uncle were able to film this.
Hey, listen, I've literally got like 5 minutes and we're in the middle of this press tour. We're going all over the world, and I was so excited that we got this early screening for all of you guys who are clearly the truest fans who want to come and watch a movie like this because you came out, you did it, you supported us, you believed in this, and now I hope that paid off. I hope that your faith in us has paid off, and I hope that this was a joyride, and I hope that you felt so like joyous through it, and you felt the heart, and I hope that means you're gonna tell everybody that you possibly know. Exactly. But no spoilers, guys. You know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of really fun stuff in here, and we don't want to spoil that, right? Okay. All right. So that's all I got for you. I love you. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
You know, it's funny. After I walked out of Shazam, I actually got a text from her saying, hey, guess what? You'll never believe who just came in for our screening for Shazam. And when I saw the video, I was like, oh my God, that is so freaking cool. I'm going to put that in the video right now. I mean, how awesome is that? So that was my overall review for Shazam. That's going to be it for this video, guys. If you liked what you saw, click the subscribe button so you can get all of these updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.